Good morning, children. I am P. Prasad, PGT Physical Science, APR School, Mukwarapalli. Today we learn about the matter around us, part 2. So here in previous lesson, we learn about the matter around us, matter of three types: solid, liquid, and gases. Of all this, the molecules, how the molecules are there, how the whatever their structure and all other things we discussed here. Here, if you take incense stick here, in the incense stick, we'll observe the incense comes out, spread over the room through the molecules. The molecules spreading around the room because the distance between the molecules are very far in the gases. So in the gases you can say the molecules, the distance between the molecules are very far. Here we observe the solid, liquid, gases. Of all this we can observe the solids, liquids and gases. In solids the molecules are very close together. The molecules are very close together, and in liquids it is little more far from the one molecule to another molecule. Here in gases, the molecules are far of distance to one another molecule. So here diffusion also one of the characteristics of the gas and liquids. The diffusion more in gases because it is having a lighter weight and the distance between the molecules are too far. That's why it is having more diffusion. The liquids have a lesser diffusion than the gases because the molecules are close together and it is closer to the closer to the, you can say, according to the gases. So in liquids to liquid is also having the diffusion, but it is a little more slower than the gases. In solids, it is very less in diffusion because the molecules are compact together, very close together. That's why it is having the lesser diffusion than the gases and liquids. That we are observed there. Observe the following diagram, which shows the difference in the arrangement of the particles in solids, liquids, and gases. In the gas, particles are not as close together as in liquid. If a colored gas is mixed with a colored gas, the color spreads evenly in it. This happens faster in gas than in a liquid because of large gaps between the particles of gas. Fewer particles of gas obstruct in the way of spreading. You can see the diffusion of bromine when it diffuses through air. So bromine is a brownish colored gas also. Hence it diffuses in color. Air can be seen clearly. If we allow bromine to diffuse in vacuum, it diffuses faster into vacuum because there are no particles to obstruct in its way. Effect of temperature. Effect of temperature and change of state. Take about 100 grams of ice in a beaker. Keep the bulb of a laboratory thermometer in contact with ice, shown according to the picture. Note the temperatures. Heat the beaker slowly. Record the changes of temperature for every 30 seconds by stirring the ice cubes continuously using a glass rod. Let the ice melt completely. Now place a glass rod in a beaker and continue heating till water starts boiling. After some time, all the water will vaporize. that we are observed there. Here in observation, the temperature mixture of solid ice and liquid water does not change. It remains constant. This temperature is melting point of ice. The temperature starts changing only when ice completely melts. On heating the water in a beaker, the particles gain energy. Due to additional heat energy, the particles move more freely by overcoming the force of attraction between the particles. That is why in this stage no change in the temperature will be observed even on heating. At a certain temperature, the solid melts into liquid. A specific temperature at which a solid and liquid are in equilibrium is called melting point. The process of changing solid to liquid is known as fusion, melting. Even there. Matter changes state. We all know from our observations that water exists in three states of matter: solid as ice, liquid as the water, and the gases as water vapor. We must have seen many other materials that can exist in different states. For example, coconut oil is usually liquid in state, but if the weather is too cold, it becomes solid. Similarly, camphor is a solid, but we leave it in the open air for some time, it changes to gas. Solids, liquids and gases are the different states of matter, but the properties of matter are different in different states. This is because all matter is made up of very tiny particles. So a solid is there. In the solid, it will be changed into vapor, and vapor converts into condensation. After that, it forms into liquid. So here, observe an activity. Here, observe an activity. Take water and potassium permanganate. Take a beaker and fill it with water. Now take potassium permanganate crystals. Add some crystals of potassium permanganate in a beaker. To 90 ml of clear water in another beaker. Once again take out 10 ml of this solution and add to another 90 ml of clear water. Carry out this process 3 or 4 times and observe the changes in the color of the solution. So observations. We observe that the solution remains colored even when highly diluted, but the color of the solution decreases with dilution. Learning. Finally, we conclude that there must be several tiny particles in just one crystal of potassium permanganate, which get uniformly distributed in water to change its color. So another activity, particles of matter attract each other. Here observe a tap is there. See here. Initial activity, take a beaker, fill it with water and make the water level. Add some salt to the water. Stir it thoroughly with a spoon. Observe the changes. Once again add some more salt to the water and stir it again. Now observe the changes. Initial observations. Here we find the changes in the level of water. Open a water tap here. Allow the water to reach the ground. Now try to break the stream of water with finger. Release the finger. Observe the changes. Final observations. Here we observe that the water flows with more velocity than its normal velocity for a few seconds after the finger is released. Later on, the water reaches its normal velocity. Similarly, we observe that the forces of attraction between particles are the maximum in solid, intermediate in liquids, and minimum in gases. Here observe the flowing of water. So learning. Finally we learned that both solid liquids particles have some space between them. The solid particles enter in the space between the liquid particles when solid dissolve in liquids. We also learned that the particles of the matter have force of action between them that keeps the particles together. It is also clear that this force is not equally strong in all the forms of matter. The force between particles of matter is called as cohesive force. Diffusion of matter. The intermixing of particles of two or more different substances on their own is called diffusion. In the intrinsic activity, the particles responsible for scent move and enter the space between the air particles. The scent particles quickly spread across the room. The rate of diffusion of gas is very high because the particles of gases travel with high speed. Rate of diffusion of gases is higher than the liquids, while the rate of diffusion of liquids is higher than solids. There are two reasons for the higher rate of diffusion of gases. One is due to the higher speed of gas particles and another due to greater space between them. Similarly, the liquids have greater diffusion rate than solids because particles in liquids move freely and have greater space between them when compared to particles of solids. The screen shows the difference in arrangement of particles in solids, liquids, and gases. The diffusion of gas due to the immobility of particles in solids. The diffusion of liquid into another liquid and that of a solid into a liquid is much slower than the diffusion of gas into another gas. Here, the following table shows the comparison of the properties of solids, liquids, and gases. Here, shapes, volume, compressibility, diffusion, arrangement of particles, surface are given in the table form. Observe it. Solids. Shape. Solids have fixed shape. Liquids take up the shape of the container. Gases do not have fixed shape. Volume. Solid have fixed volume. Liquids have fixed volume. Gases do not have fixed volume. Compressibility. These have very low compressibility. These have low compressibility. These have higher compressibility. Diffusion. In solids, the particles do not diffuse into one another. Liquids exhibit slow diffusion. Gases undergo diffusion freely. Arrangement of particles. In solids, the particles are arranged very closely. In liquids, the particles are arranged slightly loosely. In gases, the particles move very freely. Surface. Okay. Solids have any number of surfaces. Liquids have only one upper surface. Gases have no surface. Activity 7. Effect of temperature on change of state solid to liquid. Here observe an activity. Take a beaker filled with small ice cubes. Insert a thermometer into the cubes. Observe the thermometer reading. Now put the beaker with ice cubes on a burner with the help of tripod stand. Then the ice cubes start melting. Observe the changes in the thermometer reading for every 1 minute until all the ice melts. Next observation. In this activity, we observe that the temperature of the mixture of solid ice and liquid water does not change for some time. It changes only when it reaches specific temperature. The temperature starts changing only when ice completely melts. Learning. Finally, we learned that at a certain temperature, the solid melts and changes into liquid. The temperature at which a solid melts to become a liquid is called melting point. The process of changing a solid to liquid is known as fusion. Another activity 8. The effect of temperature on change of state, liquid to gas. Here is an activity. Take a beaker and pour some water in it. Place it on the burner with the help of a tripod stand. Measure the temperature of water with the help of the thermometer and note down the reading for every 2 minutes. Observe that the temperature of the water increases continuously till it reaches 100 degrees centigrade. Observations. In this activity, we observe that the water boils to steam when the temperature reaches 100 degrees centigrade. This shows that the particles in water vapor at 100 degrees centigrade have more energy than the particles in liquid water at the same temperature. Learning. Finally, we learned that at a certain temperature, the particles have enough energy to become free from the forces of attraction among the particles, and the liquid starts changing into gas. The temperature at which a liquid starts boiling at the temperature at the atmospheric pressure is known as the boiling point. Boiling point of water is 100 degrees centigrade. Heat required to convert 1 gram of solid ice completely into liquid at a constant temperature is called latent heat of fusion. Consider a solid mass m which converts from the solid phase to liquid phase when heat Q is supplied to it. The heat required to convert 1 gram of solid into liquid is Q by m. The latent heat of fusion L is equal to Q by m. The value of latent heat of fusion of ice is 80 calories by gram. Heat required to change 1 gram of liquid water to gas at constant temperature is called latent heat of vaporization. Assume a liquid of mass has m required heat Q calories to convert its state phase of liquid to phase of gas. The latent heat of vaporization is given by the expression Q by m and is denoted by L. SI unit of CGS unit of latent heat of vaporization is joule by kilogram and calorie by gram respectively. Anomalous expansion. A liquid usually expands when it is heated, but water behaves differently between 0 degrees C to 4 degrees C. Its volume shrinks. Same amount of water in solid ice occupies more volume than liquid water. We say that water expands, increase in volume on freezing from 4 degrees to 0 degrees C. This is an enormous expansion of water. The density of ice less than that of water, and this explains why ice floats on water. Effect of change of pressure on matter. We know that water exists in 3 different states, namely solid, liquid and gas, which are otherwise known as ice, water and vapor. Top of high mountains and the Arctic and Antarctic oceans have water in the form of ice, snow. Effect of change of pressure on matter. Oceans, rivers and lakes have water in the liquid form. The vapor form of water is present in the atmosphere. Steam is observed when water is boiled. We also make ice using the special section given in the refrigerators called freezer. It is important to note that the three states of water are interchangeable. When water is boiled, steam is observed. On the other hand, when steam, gas is cooled, water, liquid, is obtained. On heating ice, solid, changes into water, liquid. If water, liquid state is cooled below 0 degree C, we get ice, solid. Similarly, solid carbon dioxide converts directly into gas state when the pressure is decreased to 1 atmosphere. Due to this reason, solid carbon dioxide is also known as dry ice. Thus, we can say that pressure and temperature determine the state of substance, whether it will be solid, liquid, or gas. Activity, effect of wind speed on evaporation. Take a small amount of spirit in a cup, pour a few drops on your palm. Observe the changes. Once again, take a few drops of spirit and pour the drops into the two petri dishes individually. Generally, the petri dishes are shallow glass or plastic cylindrical lidded dishes used in the laboratory. Place both the dishes under a ceiling fan and switch it on. Close the lid of one dish. After 5 minutes, check the quantity of spirit in both the dishes. Observation. In this activity, we observe that the spirit disappears in the dish kept under the ceiling fan. At the same time, some quantity of spirit can be found in the dish which is closed. Learning. Finally, we learned that evaporation is a surface phenomena. During evaporation process, the particles escape from the surface of liquid. The increase in the surface area provides more scope for particles to escape from the surface, and this increases the rate of evaporation. The phenomena of change of a liquid into vapors at any temperature below its boiling point is called evaporation. Humidity. Humidity is another factor that affects evaporation. The amount of water present in air is called humidity. The air around us cannot hold more than a definite amount of water vapor at a given temperature. If the amount of water vapor is high in air, the rate of evaporation will decrease. So clothes dry slowly during rainy season but fast on a sunny and windy day. Because of increase of wind speed, water vapor particles moves away with the wind, decreasing the amount of water vapor in the surroundings. Experience with evaporation. When we work, the body produces heat. This increases the temperature of the skin. As a result, water presents in the sweat glands. The particles of liquid absorbs energy required for evaporation from our body and the escape to the surroundings. This makes us to feel cool. Here what we have learned here, some of key points about this lesson. Solids have a definite shape and a fixed volume. Another one, liquids have no fixed shape but have fixed volume. Gases have no fixed shape and fixed volume. Of all this, there is a difference between the solids and liquid and gases because of its structure of the molecules, intermolecule arrangements. Because of the intermolecule arrangements, they have different types of shapes. That's why it's having the different shapes. Another one, rate of diffusion of gases is higher than the liquids. In gases, the diffusion of gases is very high than the liquids. That we know, we have learned in this lesson that gases have lighter weight and more volume. The part. That's why it's having more diffusion. The process of changing solid into liquid is known as fission. The ice melting. When the ice melts, it won't change its temperature, but change in the state. In the state, there is change in the state. And the temperature at which liquid starts boiling at the atmospheric pressure is called the boiling point. These are the definitions. Here is Here is sound point. The boiling point of water is 100 degrees centigrade. That means water boils at 100 degrees centigrade. And then we can use another unit is called Kelvin to measure the temperature. To measure the temperature, we have used the Kelvin also. Kelvin means nothing but we add 273 degrees per degree centigrade. Then we will get convert into Kelvin. That's all. Next, changes in temperature, surface area, and wind speed affect the rate of evaporation. The rate of evaporation depends on the surface area, wind speed, and temperature. These three are the topics depends upon the evaporation of the surface area. Humidity is the amount of water present in the air. Very good definition. That is the definition of humidity.